everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You're watching Old Guy Firewood. My name is Dick, and last week I put out a short video about starting the process for putting grizzly bars on my Eastonmade 2228 log splitter with attached conveyor. And today we're going to go into a little bit more depth on that and start with a little bit more of the build. Probably do it in several steps and several videos. But let me show you what we're working with here. I've gone ahead and lowered the conveyor down here so it's at a height where I can work on it, take some measurements and so on. And been talking to Jake over at Dude Ranch DIY. Jake built grizzly bars for his 2228 with attached conveyor, and it's working really well. I picked his brain and got some measurements and got a lot of good information that I'm going to incorporate into mine. But the thing I'm going to try to do a little bit different in Jake's case, and you need to go check his channel out if you haven't been over there. He took the tires off and he made a kind of a permanent bracket that went on those supports to hold his grizzly bar. And I want to leave the tires on if I can. And I want to make my grizzly bar an arrangement where I can put it on and take it off easily, and that way the tires will be on. If I want to fold the conveyor up, I can just lift the grizzly bars off and go ahead and use the wheels to roll the conveyor up as it's designed. But what I'm thinking about doing is making a set of grizzly bars that I can hang on here. And basically replacing these bolts with an extension here, an extension over this on this side, and then have some hooks on the grizzly bars that would actually hook on there, and I could put a couple linch pins if I needed to make sure they couldn't pop off, and then probably support it with a chain mechanism from the top of the conveyor down to the grizzly bars and then down to the tray. So today, what I want to do is see if I can fab up these support post bolts that I want to use and get those done. And if we can accomplish that today, I think that'll be a good start. So let's get back in the shop and we'll take a look at what we're working with and see what we can come up with. Now my plan is to replace the existing bolts that hold the wheels on with a 9-inch bolt that a portion of will still hold the wheels on, and then a portion will stick out on the inside where I can make an arrangement to hang the grizzly bars. So I've got some 3/4 inch threaded rod, which is the same size as the existing bolts, and I'm going to go ahead and start with a 9-inch piece, and I'll show you where we go from there. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is take this threaded rod and put this washer on here, bring it out so it's flush with this bushing, which is just a piece of 1-inch pipe, and then weld this washer, weld this piece on here, and when that's done, what I'll have is a portion of bolt that will, the brackets for the wheel will go in here, the wheel will be in here, this will be hanging on the inside, and that'll be what I can hang my grizzly bars on, one on each side of the wheels. So I'm going to go ahead and tack weld this together and take a look at it and take one of the bolts out of the original wheels, put this in, see how it looks. Now ideally, in this area where the bearings of the wheel move, you would want a solid shaft. I couldn't find a bolt that fit that requirement, and I really think since that wheel is not something that's moving down the road or being pulled around, it's only turning when you fold the conveyor up or put it out. I don't think that threaded portion of rod will be a problem inside that wheel bearing. The first thing I want to do is tack this bushing on here. Try to get it centered on that bolt. Put a couple little tacks on here. So much for centered. I did not like the way that's centered up, and I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do this if I had some shims or something to put in there, but I'm going to try to hold it a little bit better this time and see if I can't get it right where I want it. Yeah, much better. Now we'll tack it a couple places over on this side. All right, now that I've got it tacked in there where I want it, I can go ahead and put a good weld on this end piece. Okay, there's our completed bolt with the bushing on the end as a point to hang our Grizzly bars. So let's go ahead and go outside and pull the wheel off the conveyor and put this on. All right, first thing we need to do is go ahead and take the existing bolt out of this wheel. Now, if I can just pull this thing out of here without losing all the washers. I've got some extras, so I guess that's a good thing. All right, let me see if I can do this. Kind of use the old bolt as a guide for the new one. There, I think that might work. Got that part of it. Now we need to get one washer up in here. This one should be a little bit easier. outside. And our nylock. Should have left a little bit more thread here. I may have to end up putting a regular bolt and a lock washer on here. All right, there we go. I think that'll work. Now I just need to fab one up for the other side here, and we'll have our 2 hanger brackets in place. Okay, we've got our second hanger bolt bracket ready to go here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this wheel off. All right, that should do it. We've got our 2 mounting posts on here now for the hangers on the Grizzly bars. And next step is to go ahead and cut the bars, assemble the Grizzly Bar assembly, and put it out here and figure out exactly where it's going to hang and where we put the cross pieces. Well guys, I think that'll do it for today's video. Got the 2 hangers fabricated and installed on the conveyor, and next step is going to be to actually build the Grizzly Bar, the unit itself. And let me show you what I've started cutting the bars for the Grizzly Bar. There's going to be 9 bars, so I've got 3 cut, 6 more to go, and they'll be spaced at 1.5 inches. And of course, nothing better to set that up than pieces of 2x4. So we'll get the 9 pieces cut next time, get them together, tack a bar on there where we think we want to have the hanger, and we'll put it up on the conveyor and see how it looks and see how it falls, and we'll go from there. But thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you coming, appreciate all my subscribers. And as I say, we'll do this Grizzly Bar project probably over about maybe another 2 videos to finish it. But stay tuned, and hopefully my concept is going to work, but we'll see. Anyway, until the next one, as I always say, the best advice I can give you is to keep moving. So keep moving, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.